But number two, they are not custom to you or your firm at all. They are general, like if you can get it custom to a particular state and a particular practice area, then that's a step above. Normally, you're not even going to get that level of customization. And for you to really have an AI native firm, it has to be that custom. A perfect example is Claude's legal skill sets. Like everyone was very
Right.
excited when Anthropic came out with this. Oh, the legal skills are built, and now all you have to do is just go and add it onto your skills from Anthropic. I actually like when they were released them, I went and looked and I ran it against our systems because I want to see did they were they doing something that was better or could improve upon what I've done? And all of my systems were like, nope, you do not want to adopt any of those legal skills. They are definitely much more generic and boilerplate stuff than what you have, and it would set you back, not push you forward.
When Claude for Legal came out, and I looked at a lot of it, similar to the way you did, it struck me that it was more symbolic than actually useful. This is the introduction of the idea that you have these agents and that
Yeah.
they're going to persist beyond a static prompt. And this is the introduction of these connectors that are going to allow your AI to go out into the world and do supplemental things. And so I never really thought that Anthropic was trying to build something that was going to be genuinely useful in your law office tomorrow, but that was kind of demonstrating to the world this is where legal AI is going. Did you end up walking away with that kind of takeaway, or did you think something completely different?
Like your takeaway, and I think that I will adopt it as a good takeaway. I didn't have that thought. My thought was that they were just trying to rope more people in by saying, hey, now Claude has free embedded legal skills available. And then more lawyers are like, I need Claude, I need Claude. So that was my takeaway personally. And the firms that I work with, I think they do a demo of what my AI does and then think, and this kind of goes back to the point you started with, that they can go in and like just type in the prompt of, here's what I like to use equitable distribution charts as a good example because it's one of those things that I guess on paper it kind of looks simple. It's one party has their assets, there's the total assets, who's getting what, and add it up and do the math kind of a thing. But the reality is it took me months to build out our skills for the equitable distribution chart because there's so many little caveats and nuances of things that you want it to know and understand in answering questions for you. And so I think sometimes a lot of people don't understand that if you haven't initially taught your AI system some underlying knowledge base of what you practice and what the rules are and like what's the life cycle of your case, what how do things move through your firm, what's your normal process. If you haven't taught it all of that, then you end up using it like a prompt engine instead of really using it to its full capabilities, where it's like, instead you're saying, do this, here's what you need, give me the answer, and then you're waiting on the answer.
So now what does your software actually look like? Is it a Claude skill that you add in? Is it a web app? How would a Florida divorce lawyer access your product?
Currently, I am installing them as Claude skills, organizational or individual level skills onto their Claude, and I'm doing it in a way where they're connected to a source material that I can update and I can push changes through where and they can opt in or opt out of it on their Claude. However, I think there is a push from attorneys for it to be freestanding outside of Claude, like an app of sorts. And I have built it as an app and run it as an app. I just have found that at this point, for for me in running my law firm, it just runs better in Claude than it does on an app. So I really am pushing my coaching clients to, for the moment, stick it out with Claude. And then it's one of those things where I've shared with my husband, here's kind of the glitchiness in the app or the delays in the app or the things that I don't think flow as well. When you remove it from doing it directly in Claude with Claude and GitHub. I mean, I don't know how technical we talk on this podcast, but even just having the skills packaged with GitHub repositories and do plugins, those kinds of things alone are more helpful right now and run better than having it all rerouted to a freestanding app.
And besides, when you have a web app, you're opening up all sorts of login issues. You're
Yeah.
opening up enterprise data storage issues. You're opening up knowledge base issues. You're opening up product support issues. It's a good thing you're married to an engineer.